Okay, so now we're going to be on to the topic 2. So this is planning definite ways and means to acquire your goals. Okay, this is important. So I'm going to use the help of this book here, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. What a book, honestly. Life-changing stuff inside this book. Okay, so in chapter 2 on desire, it gives you 6 steps to use. Okay, and the first one is you have to fix in your mind the exact amount of money that you desire. It's not sufficient enough to say, I want lots of money, okay? Because the reason why that is, we all have different ideas of what we see as financially stable, okay? So just everyone right now, just say a random number in 3, 2, 1, a billion. See, we all came up with different numbers, okay? So you have to fix your own number in your own head, okay? Number 2 is determine exactly what you intend to give in return for the money that you desire. Okay, so what that means is that there's never something for nothing. There's always a trade-off. Okay, so whether you have to give up your ignorance, spend some extra time learning new skills. Sometimes you have to say no to some stuff like going out on a weekend and studying. And this could be even from what services you're going to provide. You know what I mean? What services are you going to provide in return for that money? So there needs to be a trade-off. Okay. Number 3 is establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money that you desire. So what this means is that once you fix in your mind a definite date, so you say, I'm going to do said thing tomorrow, that plants in your subconscious mind that task, okay? And then your subconscious mind works on that task and it finds ways for you to accomplish that goal in that time frame that you set, okay? So that is important. Number 4 is create a definite plan for carrying out your desires and begin at once whether you are ready or not to put this plan into action. Okay, so that's, as I said, if you plan to do something, begin at once. Put it down on paper, okay? Writing this stuff out is important, okay? Because it takes it out of your head and it makes it real. Then as soon as you put it on paper, it makes it real. So create definite plans for carrying out so if you were going to start a business, okay, you need to create a business plan, okay? And even if you haven't got the full business plan, just taking 1 step, 2 steps in that direction will just build momentum, okay? Because that's how momentum is. So if you're in a car and you're putting your foot on the accelerator, you need to build momentum first, okay? First, you can't build momentum unless you start. So if you're stationary in a car, okay, you're not able to go anywhere, okay? But once if you even go 1 miles per hour, 2 miles per hour, 3 miles per hour, that just starts to build momentum for you, okay? And number 5, write a concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire, name the time limit of its acquisition, state what you intend to give in return for the money, and describe a clear plan through which you intend to accumulate the money. So basically the previous 4 steps, you're going to go put it in a big paragraph now. And that's what that means, okay? And then number 6, this is the most important bit. And this is where you're going to need the power of your imagination, okay? So once you write that statement out that I just described in number 5, number 6 is that once you've got that statement, that you read it day and when you wake up in the morning and just before you go into bed at night. So what this does, this induces your imagination, okay, to come. So even if you haven't got a plan for the service that you're going to provide, okay, just seeing yourself in your mind providing a service for the money that you intend to have, you start coming up with ways, okay? So you start exchanging money like that. It honestly is so powerful to use your imagination, okay? And then as well, what it wants you to do is actually envision the money, okay? So some people might not know what £1 billion looks like, okay? It could be numbers on a screen to you. It could be gold. It could be silver. It could be numbers in your bank account. It could be anything. It could be real estate. It literally could be anything, okay? But I definitely highly recommend going to get that book, Think and Grow Rich. It is profound. It's changed my life for the better. Honestly, I've finished the book, but I've reread it so many times. There's always a nugget in there that you will find that you'll be like, wow, I've read the book, but I never really thought about this before, okay? So just even by listening to them 6 steps, you can see how applying them steps could be applied to anything, okay? So let's say, for instance, that you wanting to start a family, okay? You need to say how many kids you want. You need to put a fixed number on it. It's not sufficient enough to say, I want loads of kids. How many kids do you want? Okay. Then what do you intend to give in return for? So this is step 2. Okay. So the step 2 is what do you intend to give? Okay. So you need to better yourself. You need to put yourself in a financial position to be able to take care of them kids. There's always a trade-off. Okay. There's never something for nothing. Number 3, put a time date on it. Okay, so now you need to meet your partner. You just can't rush. Our life partner is for life, so that needs to be thought out. Okay, and there's so many other steps to that. Okay, so you need to find a life partner. You need to buy a house. You need to settle down. You need to get your finances in order. So this time, so basically what you're doing is you're collecting a time limit. So it could be 5 years before you start your family. Okay. And then step 4 is create a definite plan for how you're going to go about. Okay, so now you need to get yourself on dating websites, or you need to get yourself out there meeting people. You need to create a plan to start putting that into motion. Okay, and then obviously number 5, you put that all in a power graph, and then at night time, and then when you wake up in the morning for number 6 is when you actually you visualize yourself. You visualize yourself waking up in the morning with your family, having breakfast. You just start visualizing all these things, driving them to school, you and your wife going out on date nights. So this is where the visualization comes in. Footballers visualize the game in their head before they play. So when they get into that game, it's no longer scary to them, because the visualization that they've been doing leading up to that thing made it real before it was even real. Okay, so that's where the power of imagination comes in. You first need to imagine it in your head, okay, before you actually go and do it. Okay,